Hey guys, Nate here again, Bad Brass Vaping. Here to talk about my good old Nemesis clone. This is the mixed version. It's got brass and it's polished stainless on it. Really pretty. I like the two-tone look. I know some people aren't into it, but I think it's pretty. So y'all just bear with me. This is one of my first reviews. I know there's a lot of them out there, so I do appreciate you watching mine. This is a clone. I know everybody's got weird feelings about clones. Just give you a little history. I'm vaping on a budget, guys, so I know there's a lot of you out there like me. I'm not going to spend $250 on a metal tube. Everybody's got their reasons why, you know, supporting communists from China and all that crap. Anyway, if you're going to vape, 25 bucks, great vape, dude. This thing has silver contacts just like the real thing. The fit finish of it's really nice. There are some negatives I've noticed, and I'll show you when we get down and dirty with it and real close, and then be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. But for the price, $25, love it. Haven't put this down in like 2 weeks. Been really cool. So that being said, let's get down and dirty with it. Alright guys, this is the down and dirty section of this review. Like I said, this entire setup is a clone, replica, whatever you want to call them. Every bit of it's from Fast Tech, good old communist across overseas. It's taking this K-Fon off. I'm going to do a little review on it later. Very happy with it. If you don't have one and you're into rebuilding, get one. I don't care if it's a clone, get one. Alright, so good old Nemesis. Got a little chatter in there. I've been playing with it a little bit. This is the mixed version. It does have the brass locking ring at the bottom, and I've just got mine set up like this. You can move this brass ring here, or when you add, if you run it at 18500 mode, you put this one in there. Kicks, you can add. And it actually comes with another ring if you're running a kick, or just a bunch of different options as far as how you want to set that up. So pretty much take any battery kick setup you want to do on it. I run mine usually 18650 mode. That way I can vape it all day. I don't run real high or real low ohm stuff. This is just built with a, I believe it's a 1.6, 1.4 ohm single coil. Really happy with the vapor it does. So for an all-day vape, I've got a 18650 Sony. I keep a little tab on there so because it doesn't have any writing on it. 2100 milliamp, 30 amp battery. Great for sub-ohm stuff if you want to use it, but if you don't need to. So really happy with this, even though it is a clone. Pretty good machining. Almost barely feel the divide in between those two tubes there. It does have adjustable airflow on it. So what you do, which of course on the K-Fon it doesn't have a bottom air hole on my version, but you line those two holes up, and as you can see, all you gotta do is slide this off. It's just a little O-ring. There's where your air holes are. So you slide that back in and have as many air holes as you want. So really simple setup on these things. I really like it. Few complaints. This locking ring, for some reason, I don't know if it's just mine or it's just a clone, or hey, I don't know if the real thing does it, but mine has a tendency to get stuck at the top, and it's hard to get unstuck. So that's just one complaint I have. The other is the gold brass coating on this. It's starting to wear. I do use it a lot. It's not just some fancy mod I leave on my bedside table. It is something I use every day. So it's the finish is starting to wear. It's not as bright as these top pieces. The bottom pieces just starting to get a little thinner, less gold. Doesn't look bad. Man, these things, as much as I like nice, pretty shiny stuff, they're just another tool, in all honesty. Now, if I had spent $250 on this thing, it probably would never leave the house. but that's just me. So but other than that, I really do enjoy it. It's got some real nice etching on here. Nemesis I don't know if that's even a real serial code, but it's etched in there. You can kind of feel it a little bit. It's kind of nice. It's got the little train on the bottom, however you want to say that. The company that probably originally made these. And then the little Angel of Death right there is kind of neat looking. So, yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of different little pieces to this. Not complicated at all. Sometimes when I'm going out, I like to do the little 18350 mode. Looks really nice with the K-Fun on it. Threads on this thing is really nice. Nice and smooth. Here's a little 18. Oops. Ha! Didn't even take the other one off. See? First time review jitters. Of course it's gonna hang up on me. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I have a tendency to tighten my stuff down way too tight. This is the actual top cap. Adjustable top pin. Just screw it in and out like that. And see, when you turn it, also, you could turn it with the flathead screwdriver from the top if you wanted to. What I like to do is put my atomizer on, tighten that thing all the way down, and then adjust the battery on the bottom post also, to make sure it's no rattle and everything in there. This also has a brass ring that you can take off here, and then of course the adjustable airflow. So that's actually your top cap. So like I said, like I was saying, I like to run it in 18350 mode occasionally, just because, well, it looks cool, and of course the battery doesn't last as long, but it is nice when I walk around. I don't want it sticking out of my pocket or something like that. So so this is it in 18350 mode. My good old K-Fun, since it's sitting right here. And of course the pin's way too high, but just for picture's sake, that's about what it looks like. Like the feel of it in my hand. The button feels great. It's got a good sound to it. So Grim Green would do, pretty clicky button. And then of course the locking. That's the other thing I don't really like about it. It just seems like it's got a long draw to it to get it all the way down. Now of course, there we go. So it's just man, good solid mod. I might be getting another one just because I like it that much. So that's it. The good old Nemesis. Man, some people worry about clones. I can't complain, man. Of course, I haven't had a real deal mod, but man, it's a metal tube. It's got the same, man, it's got copper pins in it, just like the Nemesis. I don't know how you, I mean, maybe it might fit a little bit better, or the polish might be better. I don't know, man, but if you can deal with a little bit of wear on a couple pieces here and there, the threads feel great. I can't see spending $175 more for really about the same metal tube. Anyways, that's my rant. I really enjoy it. Get you one, and vape on, guys.